Testing. 1, 2, 3. Let's turn that down a bit. Probably about there. Turn my headphone audio down a bit so I'm not deafened. Open that up a bit. And let's see. That terrified me. So getting the game audio. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Well, it says it's getting in OBS my audio, but I am not hearing it on my phone, which I'm using to monitor the chat because I'm down to one monitor these days. Interesting, it's also not updating the image. Testing 1, 2, 3. Interesting, it's also not updating the image. Testing 1, 2, 3. Of course, there's always a lag delay. Testing. I know, guys, you didn't expect to see my channel up and running again, did you? Mainly, life has just gotten in the way. But Stellaris has a new update. Nomads. So I wanted to dive back into it. Now, I have actually done a run through with my new nation. Where have they gone? Where did you guys put them? They should be in here. I went to all the trouble to make them. Where are they? Huh. I've got the nomads right here. Save. Why are you guys not showing up? I mean, I can recreate them, but that is annoying that all the work I went to make the nomads is gone. So I go to load, lead a save. And you'll see, I mean, it's pretty far along, but this is absolutely... I have had to cheat with the console to give myself resources because just this test run kind of broke. And why are you guys not showing up in the menu? That's kind of annoying. Anyway, since we'll have to recreate them from scratch, I can kind of go through what I created and the challenges thereof. So, nomadic empires, they don't actually settle systems like at all. A nomadic tribe just kind of travels around the star map. You can set up basically way stations, which act sort of like space stations, but your entire empire is located on side of an arc ship. Now, I really got into nomads because it's going to finally give me the tools to create a mod I've been trying to work on for a couple of years that I can never get working. That's No Moon. And if you get the reference, you'll know exactly what I'm trying to build. But that is annoying that my nomads are not here. So we'll go create new empire, select. I went for biogenesis, didn't I? Yes, I went with these guys. And it was... well, claims don't actually matter. Alright, so first off, I want the reanimators. Actually, that's an interesting question. If I go with a megacorp, do I have anything... oh, take that off. We'll go with that. Matter drawing. The reanimators are the hand. Do I have that option as a megacorp? I have that as a gestalt. Hive mind. Yeah, I am not seeing reanimators. Phone, please, don't do that. Stay on point, phone, please. Certainly be interesting to do it as a devouring swarm, but no. Nomadic gameplay is on. I really should just make a mod that makes Necromancers available for everybody, because it's just like a fun gameplay style that I like to play with. I guess we'll have to go with Spiritualist. Spiritualist. Turn that off, please. Spiritualist. Actually, we'll go with Heavy Spiritualism. And I have one more ethic point. Available envoys +1. Sure. let's go with pacifistic. Fanatic spiritualists. Now, our big important one. And reanimators are not available here. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make a mod that just makes reanimators available to everybody. Because you can have... Well, according to my screen, I am visible, so try refreshing your screen. Because it is showing up in Restream here. Make sure my microphone doesn't die on me. So, try refreshing. Now I am triple broadcasting. So if you can't find me on YouTube, you can't find me on Twitch, I'm also simultaneously broadcasting to Twitter. One of those three places should work. That's why I like Restream, because I can literally broadcast to multiple places simultaneously. That's right, folks on Twitter. This is also on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. That is why that's why I have a verification badge on Twitter. It's specifically so I can simultaneously broadcast to Twitter, like I'm doing right now. That is the entire reason. Also, I kind of knew you would be back, Hetero. You seem to always be able to find me, can't you? Alright, so... Reanimators. And I'll make sure that you actually have... Let me know if you see the screen at any point. And I'll refresh, restream again, just to make sure... No, it's showing up on Restream. Let's see what it says here. It says here I am broadcasting to Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Let's see here. Nothing of note showing up on the different channels. For some reason I can't actually see my Twitter channel. Weird. Alright. Okay, well, black screen. I can check that and go over to my YouTube. Showing up on YouTube. Okay, well, black screen. I can check that and go over to my YouTube. I can also check my Twitch directly. Twitter is right. It is showing a black screen. And now we're getting infinite audio. Alright, well, let's try something. OBS. Instead of doing game capture, we will do window capture. And we will capture Stellaris. Then we'll go back to Stellaris. See how it looks over on YouTube. Your videos. I will just click on something randomly just to make sure there's activity. See how it looks over on YouTube. Your videos. I will just click on something randomly just to make sure there's activity. So it is, in fact, just a Twitter thing, Twitch thing. Come on, guys, you're owned by Amazon. Do better. All right, well, one other option I can do with OBS, we will go with display capture. Is display capture going to work? We'll click off Storm Deviation. See if that works. Come on. Come on, Twitter. Or Twitch. Seriously, black screen. Even with display capture. Okay, well if it's gonna be all the same on Twitch. I am gonna go with the safer option. Because display can have unintended consequences. So, back to game rendering. We'll get rid of Twitch being a bitch. So, make a check to make sure that tank bound shows up. Alright, well, I have no idea what's going on with Twitch. We'll go back to restream. I guess I will monitor the chat from... Oh, restream, what are you doing? Why are you not showing me all of my chats like you normally do? I might just, well, I mean, Restream still will let me broadcast. I mean, at this point, if I'm getting trouble with both Twitter and Twitch, it might just make sense to do all future broadcasts directly to YouTube. Maybe my Rumble. Alright, well, if YouTube seems to be our key point here, let's go over here, we'll go to my live. And Twitch. It might just make sense to mute that. That way I have the chat open. And I can see your pink hands. Alright, so let us go over what we're going over. So, Nomads. New release from Stellaris. Really fun gameplay. Completely changes around how the gameplay is. You don't have an Empire anymore. Everything's done from an ARC ship. Now, I did do a test run, but it didn't go well. I basically had to use the console to just keep giving myself resources because I couldn't maintain. But it taught me how the thing works. The key thing you're going to learn if you're doing a Nomad gameplay is that you don't have an empire, which means you do not have planets and you do not settle planets. Everything is done through your ARC ship, which means you have to build your empire to be supported by a single planet, essentially. That planet is also a warship, And if that warship is destroyed in battle, your empire is gone. Very different gameplay. Now, I was watching Many a True Nerds, who of course got a giant truck full of money from Paradox rolling up to his house to do a sponsored video. I don't know why Paradox never rolls a trunk full of money up to my house, but hey, that is the benefits of being a larger streamer versus a guy who still is owed $100 by YouTube. But he did point out some rather interesting things in that there is a civic that turns all of your resource needs over to food. And reanimators, I've just always liked reanimators because with reanimators you can bring back dead leviathans. So, we're playing an empire that has no home planet, it's nomadic, works as supported arc ship, grows all of its ships, and brings back the dead. That's what we're doing. So, where was it? Vaults of Knowledge. Was it Beastmasters? Caravan Masters. Catalytic Processors. Everything relies on food. Catalytic processing, reanimators. I'm definitely going to do like I did before with many of my smaller mods and make a tweak to reanimators that's available for every empire, because that's just fun gameplay. Now, incompatible with synthetic ascension, doesn't have the species type machine, does not have fanatic pacifist, cannot be a pacifist, cannot be a gestalt consciousness. So, we're gonna do, I guess, if pacifist is out of the way, let's see what does another good one. Xenophile, xenophobe, authoritarian, robot upkeep, research speed +5. Research speed. This is going to be the big thing, because you can actually upgrade your arc ship, but that requires, well, research in the tech tree and a lot of alloys. So we've got to prioritize research and alloys. Because again, we're playing with essentially one planet until we get, off the top of my head, I believe it was 10,000 food, 5,000 alloys, and I can't remember what the third one is, but yeah, to build a second arc ship is not cheap. And you can only build an arc ship of your type. There are 3 types of arc ship. We'll see it in a moment. So we've got our important civics here. Catalytic processing for trading minerals for food. We've got the reanimators for bringing back the dead. We then need an authority type. It's not saying Megacorp is out of the way. And yet, as soon as I click Megacorp, it disables these. Okay, let's see. Will Imperial work? The Imperial Heir becomes the new ruler. Imperial heroes have a random selected leader class and no leader upkeep. Resources from jobs 10%. Ruler experience gain. Edict fund. Edict fund. Recruitable leaders per class. Resources from jobs. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with a Imperial Empire. Go with an Imperial Empire. What is it saying I'm missing about my government and ethics here? There. Wait. So I could go this way? No, they're morally opposed. That right, they're morally opposed. So I can't actually pick both. Okay. Fine. Ship fire rate will be a spiritualist, a fanatical spiritualist militarist. You happy now, game? Will you let me move to the next option? Okay. Now, where was it? Right. So there's a necrophage origin, which is fun. This civilization, I'll select it so it's a little bit easier to read. This civilization evolved in a parasite, forcing to feed on other sapient life forms to sustain it safe. As it arises on the galactic stage, other species will either be brought into the fold or become its food. For the necrophage, there can only be no other way. Let's see. Necrophage, Chamber of Evolution. No. Now, what I went with, which could be fun, is Clone Army. However, the lost and forgotten colonies, separated from its homeworld, the struggling colonists endured many hardships before they could build the necessary technology. Starting planet, colonial spirit, advanced AI empire, same species, is present in the galaxy. Starting planet is not this empire's homeworld. But we've said nomadic. Cannot claim or own systems. Colonies are carried by arc ship, which also replaces shipyards. Logic ships replace construction ships. Way stations replace mining stations and research stations. Operational reserve replaces energy credits and minerals. Contacts may be carried out for settled empires. Unknown archaeological sites may be excavated. Ignores closed borders, which incurs diplomatic penalties. Strategic resources may be extracted with arc ships and way stations, empire ships. So would Lost Galaxy work? I went with a clone army because undead clone army, nomads, sounds kind of fun, right? But I might have to do a test run with some of these other ones because I am curious how they synchronize with the nomads. Like, this is the actual nomadic one, Voidfarers. Cloning, gene banks. And this one just kind of, I mean, this would be interesting. Let's be honest, this would be interesting. Because it means there's another AI empire that's the parent species of you. But let's go with the original plan, clone army. Traits, okay. So we want stuff that's going to make living on a single planet good. Now, one problem I did recall having in my original game test was my leaders dying way too often. Let's see. I originally went with one that generated like special chemicals. Can't remember which one it was. And I originally went with adaptive, which was a weird choice because we never go onto planets, so definitely adaptive is not necessary. Yeah, what I'm really thinking is doing venerable. You know, we are spiritualists. That is what we said, right? Spiritual militarists. Habitability. Oh, now this is an interesting one. Habitability on worlds with a different climate category from our preference. Our preference is an arc world. We will never settle a world. Ever. That's just a free point. Empire size from pops. I'm thinking sedentary because just the way this is, by the time we're actually resettling our pops, we should have a pretty strong empire, and we could probably breed that out. Because we just we there's no point in resettling. We can't resettle. We're stuck on one thing. That's kind of the entire point. Until you've got a ton of food and a ton of alloys, you're not even going to build a second ship. So there's resettling is like pointless. There's no point to having like resettlement buffs. Same thing with habitability. You never leave your home world. Now I've got 2 points I could do more. Photo adaptive. Oh, now that's an interesting one. Every 100 pops on the planet with this trait adds to stability. Stability is always a tricky one, so I'm going to try that one. It's an interesting one. Now I need a -2 trait. Job efficiency. Empire size from pops. You know what? Sure. So, what are we looking at for our empire here, shall we? We are organic, clones, or create clone soldiers, which halves our lifespan. Wow, because like, if we got Veneral 80 plus years, but our army, our leader of our clone army is negative, has that lifespan cut in half. That might explain why my guys died so often. Because I went with the clone origin. So yeah, alright, now I want a name that's distinctive, but also a name that I am not going to have trouble with. So I'm actually going to go with something machine-like. Let's find... Oh wait, Necroid. We are Necromancers. All these names. They're big mouthfuls. I want something relatively simple. Screw it, we'll go with Necroid. One of the Necroid, something that looks easy to remember. Sure, we'll go with that one. The Pius II in Starfares. Now, our arc ships. Well, can I have this start in like the Sol system? Have them be from Earth? Eh. Supernova Remnant sounds like a fun starting location. So yes, 3 arc ships. We can eventually get the tech to unlock all of these, but it will not be cheap at all. So we've got Civilian, resources from harvesting action, capacity for tier, planetary strip mining at tier 3. You get the deep scan with scientific, sensor range, hyperspace detection, survey speed, and then fire rate for the military one. I'm going with scientific because the deep scan is actually relatively useful. We're gonna go with the nomadic voice.
Let's not cycle the airlock without a proper safety check, shall we? Imagine spending your entire life on a ball of rock. Unfiltered air, fixed horizons. How do the planet-bound endure it?
How do they do it? We'll go with that one, and that, and that. That sounds like a fun logo. City and room. I actually liked going with the shellcraft. Ship set. Going with shellcraft. We're gonna go with a random ruler.
Grisha und du Vaxil.
And ruler type. Yes, scientist. Again, we need to prioritize. I am tempted to go with feedback loop. Well, research speed is a good bonus. Why is it saying permeable skin? Oh, okay. We can't do permeable skin. Okay. Fine, how about that? Remove unruly. I have one more trait point left. So we'll go with... Sure, intelligent. Actually, I saw something up thing. Oh, no, it won't let me do that. It needs another negative trait. Sure, low. Experience gain, whatever. You happy now, game? Save them. Save them again. Done. I'll keep it at ends then. Now, because of a lot of exploring going on with this, I'm going to go with a small empire, a small world, because we're basically going to be spending the entire game exploring, because we do not colonize at all. I'll go with the spiral. Let everything else be randomized. And we go. Just make sure my headphones aren't doing something weird. Ah, we were made for war. Engineered soldiers, born and reborn from the ancient clone vats aboard our Ark ship, forever cast into the mold of craters long since gone. No world was ever ours. The void between stars has always been our barracks. We do not know when or why our masters abandoned us to the deep. Records were routinely purged, faithful to the last military protocol, yet some misfiring survival instinct drove us to seek answers. With them, new purpose. Since then, our efforts have been ceaseless. Star after star charted. I just want to double check that OBS is still in fact broadcasting. Never know. With OBS. Why would I want AI viewers? Sorry, I'm reading the chat through OBS. Anyway, since then, our efforts have been ceaseless. Star after star charted, the Ark ship, our only constant horizon. As that horizon widens, so must we. Our knowledge, our choices, our chances of breaking free. We will not squander what our forebears left us. We will fight to pass it on and fight to shut the chains of another war. I am going to go with 16. Don't worry about that. It's just a little bit of modding stuff in order for quality of life reasons. Alrighty then. So we are here in the Max system. Well, I think the first thing we will do here in the Max system with our logistics ship, build our first way station so we have a starting point. Get our science underway. Let's see. Let's go with that. Let's go with some Unity bonuses, and we'll go with that. With the installation of the hyperdrive aboard the Observer, our engineering crew has completed a comprehensive inspection of the Ark ship's aging systems in preparation for true interstellar travel. Numerous faults have been identified through the vessel. Persistent interference patterns have been detected across multiple sensor arrays. Multiple hangar bays have long since been repurposed as storage, limiting the operation readiness of our flight crews. The Ark ship's extraction systems have yet to be tested under operational conditions. Resource surveys indicate viable deposits in the surrounding systems. The deficiencies must be corrected if the Ark ship is referred to full operational readiness. We're going to go with burn, which will give us some bonuses. And arc ship. Big set of objectives that you need to do in order to upgrade it and get it ready for upgrade. So you have to clear the hangar bays, and I have to harvest special resources, and you need to survey 4 separate star systems, different star systems. It's no particular requirement of what type. It just needs to be 4 different star systems. Once you've done all that, you can then move on to having the availability to unlock Tier 2. As you see, we are already at operational deficit of food before I've even hit play. So, first thing we're going to do, build some farms. Some ancient clone vets here. We're going to want something. So let's see. Pop growth. And some precinct for some stability. All going to be research labs. It will be more clones. They don't have the crystals to do the rest, so this is where we're going to have to be for now. Don't have the alloys for that. Ship controls. What we can do right away? Not much. I've already spent all the resources we have. I'm going to set you immediately to go into automated mode. You go to way stations, you go to friendly systems. Start automating. Science ships. Nowadays, automation is available from the beginning. Start doing that. Let's get our Empire first set up. Arc ship deployment. Open edicts. Sure, it's the only thing we can do. We're going to go with cooperative. We're going to do benevolent vassalage. Resettlement is allowed. First contact. Proactive. No restrictions. Mixed economy. We need alloys. That's going to be an important thing, but I think that might kill our... So we'll allow robotic workers. That should give us the basics there. That's our technology tree. There's our leaders. There's our species tree. Well, this is probably a good starting point. Save the game. And so we begin. And I have a leader ready to be put to work already. Alright, and I can't even assign them because there are no positions to assign them to. But here we go. Our first Unity perk. Now, we can't do domestication because we don't have artificial breeding. Expansion might make sense during this phase. Can't do cloning because we don't have biomorphism yet. Habitability. Yeah, we have literally no need for habitability. So, while expansion probably makes sense, I'm probably going to go with the old classic of Discovery. There's going to be a lot of research going on.
The Council is ready to set a course.
There is a lot, and I mean a lot of resources going on. Here's my shipyard. Can I generate more science ships? I'll get as many out as we can.
Anomaly found.
So physics research or doctrine? I'm gonna go with the physics research. And we're already up. Survey speed. Survey speed. We're gonna have so much surveying to do. And we're already getting our various planet modifiers and studies and all that fun stuff. Now, since we have literally no other places to build way stations, and we can have a capacity of 4 more, and this guy is just basically doing nothing, go collect stockpiles and complete subjects. You can go and just basically fly around for now, doing stuff. Here's our first way station. And let's see, now here's the big thing. So we're in our main galaxy. We have got power, minerals, science, and alloys. We want to be able to take advantage of that. Let's see. So yeah, we'll go with that because I'll get some alloys. And I can't afford anything else. Alright, there was something else I wanted to do in species. That's why I was trying to find it in here. Species. Set species rights right from the beginning. Full citizenship, decent conditions, egalitarian. Citizens have, so unemployed pops have normal happiness. Social welfare. That should work there, and we want to make sure that's the same. So on anyone who joins their empire, full citizenship. They are going to get social welfare as well. They can all full join the army. And yeah, that should work.
uncharted.
We already have our next bit of unity. Alright, collect resources quicker now. And now, now we just do a lot of waiting. Yeah, at this point, it's literally just going to be a lot of waiting. So let's see. Well, I can do the research. They're all just kind of doing stuff now. I will make a another. Can I buy the 20 crystals I need? Yeah, I'll buy the 20 crystals I need. Get more people. Just start filling out those positions. I got more than enough people to support any jobs. That won't always be a thing, but it's something we got now. And can I afford like 500 more? Let's sell some of that. Sell some of that. Still don't have enough. Okay. Sell some of that. Get things growing. And you can see we just harvested some minerals, because that's what you're going to see on the screen a lot.
Knowledge clears the path.
You're going to see harvested resources, harvested resources, harvested resources. Yeah, we don't colonize, we just go around collecting stuff.
Logbook updated.
I'm gonna go with... yeah, unlocking something new. Yeah, sure. We'll assign you to that. And you've already leveled up. Okay, honestly, agenda speed is probably more useful. Sure. Spark of Genius upgrade. That'll work. Already got our next trade. Okay, fine. And our next one. Okay, fine. Scientist upkeep. Research continuing to go up. Yeah, this is what we needed. We still have a food deficit. I'm gonna slow down things a bit, but let it keep ticking along. Because we also need to go over here and clear these. That is part of getting the arc ship all away from this. See the malfunctioning sensor array? If we don't clear that, then we will never get the next unlock. Now let's see here. Our sensor. So you've already surveyed 2 of the 4 systems we need by just letting it automatically do its thing. And we've already got some places to...
Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look?
Now I don't have any dedicated archaeologists, so you can just go and search the stars. Sure, we'll recruit you. We can afford the Unity.
Anomaly found. Space is so full of surprises. Research complete. We'll carry this forward.
We'll do the same thing with you. Hire anyway. Survey. Start. That gets us some energy production, and it's literally the only thing we can do, I think. Yep. Can we get you a hydroponics farm? Well, actually, kind of want to save it for the hydroponics upgrade. And shoot. I can't build anything else. Out of resources. Again. Speed things up.
Obstacle removed. Obstacle removed. Knowledge.
Yeah, let's get some bonuses from the farmers, because you can already see -16, -4. We got to get them numbers up. We got to get stable. Yep. Not really much else I can do at the moment. Except for let things tick along.
Research complete. We'll carry this forward.
Extra
Logbook update.
I'm gonna go with survey speed. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of science
Anomaly
to go.
found. Space is so full of surprises. Agenda ready. The stars await. Charted.
And we've already finished our first tradition. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do Wanderlust. Because this thing is a slow burn. A really slow burn. You will see it
Logbook updated.
in a moment. For you see, Wanderlust requires you to do all this stuff, which requires a lot of exploring, as I've been mentioning. And every time you clear one of these things, you get various modifiers, like if you've explored an ancient wonder, then you get, and you have to do 2 of those. You get the Ancient Wonders Visitor modifier, where you get job efficiency for priests, coordinators, and drones, plus 1 category completed. And then Ancient Threats. 4 Ancient Threats you have to explore, and that gets you sub-light speed. And then you have to explore 10 Enclave systems, and that gets you plus 10 to naval capacity. And you have to explore 1 Forerunner vestige, and that gets you physics bonuses. And then you need 6 galactic landmarks to be explored, and that gets you engineering bonuses. And you need to explore 2 Marauder systems, which gets you a ship fire rate bonus. And then you need to check out 2 natural spectacles, which gets you way station collection efficiency. And then you need 6 space ecology systems, which gives you biology bonuses. Like I said, take it early, because it will take a while to kick all these things off. And completing 4 categories gets you 2 Archship mass districts, minus 20 to leader upkeep, 10 to tradition costs. Yeah. Alright. Arc ship development. Chart the unknown. Science. Arc ship construction.
Anomaly found. Space is so full of surprises. Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look?
The champion of the people. Yeah, go. More anomaly discover chance. Farming subsidiaries, yes.
System charted. Research complete. We'll carry this Anomaly found. Space is so full of...
And we just ran out of resources. Everything is going according to plan. Because I gotta take care of that before we default, which is really bad. Build another one of you. And that's all of the districts I can build right now. So, yeah, that'll be fun until we get more districts. Can I build another production yard? I can. Alright, so I've pretty much done everything I can with my colony ship now. And, you already have new skills, don't you? Sure. So I need 500 of those. Hopefully that'll last.
System charted. Logbook updated. System charted.
Let's go over here. Take one of my scientists and just say, you know what? We're gonna have you doing research projects. Whew. Like I said, just a lot of space exploring in this phase. Though, I can...
Anomaly found. Logbook updated.
Finally, an archaeologist. And while we're at it, so when you build way stations, they create a sort of trade line, which speeds up transportation along those lines. So you want to think, if I'm going to build a second way station and connect these two stations, where do I want to build it? Because we'll get more way stations over time, but we want to think about what's going to be our most useful travel paths, plus making sure that the way stations themselves are giving a dividend. So if I move it here, I can get access to 2 energy and 2 minerals. If I do it here, I get some extra science, and it gives me a good connection point over to a next one. I have no idea what's here, but it doesn't look like they're going to expand outward, because that's just kind of the way hyperlanes work. So we're going to say here, build a way station. I can afford a few more. Like map the stars. I only have 10 bonus unity. If I do this, that's more unity than I've got. Wait for fleet power, leader experience gain. Pop consumer goods are down. Technically, these don't cost me my edict limit. They cost me money per turn, energy per turn. So that should help. Yeah.
Research complete. We'll carry this forward.
Yeah, we'll go with collection efficiency. I guess for you, what would make the most sense? Well, that'll get us some exotic gases in the future. So yeah, you're gonna go and... Well, I don't have the food for it, and I need to buy the food for it. And while I'm here... And do that, buy that, have a little bit more. You are going to build that way station.
Anomaly. Logbook updated.
Research. 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 Which one of you was my archaeologist? You're my archaeologist. You have a brand new job. Your only job. Excavate archaeological sites. That's it. That's your only job. You're the archaeologist. Just excavate archaeology. Again. Edict upkeep, edict fund, counselor agenda speed. Counselor agenda speed. That is going to be our biggest time sink, counselor agendas. And we have got our first contact. And you no longer have anything to do. Okay, fine. You can go back to running around places, doing stuff. And I'll have you going back to automating things. Go with solar array, research. Processing bay and research. Those will be some good starting points. And now, back to the waiting game.
Project complete. Let's move on. Anomaly found. Space is so full of surprises.
Our tactical commander. Council agenda speed.
Knowledge clears a path.
Yeah, I'll go with the research speed bonus. Yes, it's increasing the upkeep, but we need to be finishing research as much as possible. We can't do anything with them now, but we might be able to in the future. We will download their neural patterns. And back to waiting. And we're just out of food. I need to buy more food. Oh, we're positive again. Guess that is good. You know what? I want to prioritize my food workers. Do I want to prioritize my food workers? Maybe not. They seem to be doing okay right now. Actually, I should prioritize food and commercial goods. Right now, those are going to be the ones that'll kill me. So we'll make sure they get priority.
System charted. Project complete. Let's move on. Knowledge clears a path.
Sure, be even more meticulous with the anomalies. Alright, Arc ship readiness. We have surveyed 3 of the 4 systems, just by letting the Arc ship run around doing its thing. And our Nomadic Wanderlust, how are we doing? Still 0 on everything. Alright, well. Oh wait, Arc ship construction. That one. Gotta buy more food until our resources stabilize. Food processing facilities. That's the one I was looking for. Increases the food per farmer.
System charted.
And our fleet ambassador has leveled up again. Alright, our trade's actually looking okay. Sure, army and ship upkeep. For now, we'll just keep going with your strong suits. Let's go with basic combat roles, always important. Ah! Crime down. Useful. Something can be upgraded. Can I afford that? I mean, technically, I don't actually have, like, an income of any of the special things. I just harvest them in large quantities like everything else, because we're all about harvesting. And it would improve my stability. Yeah, let's see. I have a 37% pop approval rating. But I get plus 10 from economic, plus 5 from the capital arc ship, plus 1.9 from the pops, and from jobs, resources from jobs, so yeah.
System charted. Anomaly found. A starfaring civilization has made contact.
Oh, the Champions Forge, those guys. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do them because the Arc ship cannot go into the Champions tournament, from what I've been able to gather. Oh, you have... Oh, and you're the Archaeologist? Where? Archaeology research speed. Yes. Well, we've finished Discovery, so... Expansion! Because our way stations are going to be coming in next.
Anomaly found. Space is so full of surprises.
You know what? I am going to suppress this faction. And since we fit so many of these categories, what do they want? For now, well, actually, I should see what these guys want. So they want a high naval capacity. They don't want diplomatic. They want and they don't want compassion. So yeah, I really don't want those guys. For now, we are going to... I cannot embrace the faction. Make sure we get those faction bonuses. I always seem to ignore them, but I'm gonna try.
Research complete. We'll carry this forward.
Just so much stuff going on the second I hit unpause. We'll go with the survey speed. We'll go with the happiness bonus. We'll go with that one.
System charted.
Okay, now I gotta seriously think about where I want to put my next... And that's already out. I gotta think about putting my next way station. Because I want to be able to get over to here. Now, what would be the most reasonable one? Because really, I should have a way station that can go into that path, go into this path, and one that can go into this path. So, what we're going to do... Turn off fleet automation. We're going to build one here. We're going to turn off fleet automation. We're going to build one. Honestly, which is better? Probably this one for those alloys. And you are going to build here. And then we'll have to connect them with other way stations.
Anomaly
but
found.
Those are kind of our key
Space.
ones for expanding. And it gets us up to 5 of 5.
System charted.
Let's go with that one. Did you already build it? My God, man! How did you build that way station so
Anomaly
quick?
found. Shall we take a closer look?
Okay.
Anomaly found.
Shall we
Agenda
take a
ready.
closer look?
Prepare to set
Knowledge
course.
clears the path.
Yeah, we'll go with arc ship development again. For you, since we can't upgrade them yet. Solar and mining. For you. Science is our main focus here. We're just going to do research. And then when we need you again, we would let you know. We'll go with job efficiency from workers. Because we got to get those things out of negative.
Anomaly found. Space is so... Build complete.
This is not what I think it is. This is not the one that's going to just constantly spawn enemies, is it? I mean, it's 17, which is a lot, but normally isn't it 30 for the one I am thinking of? And I've got to buy more food again. Because like I said, we really need to get these resources absolutely handled. Though we are getting a decent supply of alloys coming in, which is nice. I'm gonna sell 500 of those. 500 of those. Just give me as many alloys as I can, because I'm going to need 5k in the relatively near future.
Anomaly found. Space is so full of surprises. System charted.
Yep, I don't have Arctic engineering, and I don't have 5k alloys, but when I do have those things, you can upgrade your arc ship to tier 2, and it also has a tier 3. I might even create a mod that adds a tier 4 and a 5, because it's weird that it stops at 3 to me. At least to me it sounds weird. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, at tier 2, invasion chance goes up. 2,500 to hit points and shield points. You get some daily shield regen of 8.7. Station modules +4, station buildings +8, 9 more districts, +3 to sensor range, hyperlane detection range +2. Now this is related to it being science. If it's military or civilian, it has different upgrades. Way station research transfer 375, survey speed 10%, and access to the deep scan. Caution. Way station build cost. Build cost. It is discoveries. And then there's the wonders. Let's see. We'll analyze an artifact. And I can just activate these whenever I want. They just give you small bonuses. And they'll stay activated, deactivate them. Upkeep. Upgrade. So space fauna ship damage. I don't have any for that. Produces 10 science. I'll see. Oops. Oh. I don't have the Grand Archive constructed, so I can't activate them. Galactic activism needs to be researched. Okay, well, that's why we invested so heavily into research.
Knowledge clears a path.
Yep, let's get us some robots that are going to help with filling all of our working slots. I could have sworn there was something that showed how many jobs you had available. Why are they literally filling every job I have? Do I not have any free jobs? That's really what is available jobs. And still need one more unique star system. And still 0 progress on this.
Hostiles encountered, charting a new path.
Where did you guys find hostiles? Oh. Crime down. Allows renowned leaders to appear. Definitely important. And there was the Grand Archive there. I just saw it and I just didn't click on it. Of course I didn't. Well, at least our food's in the positive.
Logbook updated. Research complete. We'll
And we're out of consumer goods again. We'll do that one. It'll allow us to harvest motes. There. I mean, we're getting better at stabilizing our economy, but not as well as I'd like. We will need another 2.9k for alloys.
Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look? Pioneering the way to progress. Anomaly found. Space is so full of surprises.
Go with the pop growth speed.
Logbook updated. System charted.
.25 fleet size, which I don't have. Ask us next time. Oh, that's interesting. So the space amoeba bonus, they've changed around a bit. Damage to space amoebas, plus 1,000 energy for every fleet destroyed. Influence gained. The influence gain is the same for both.
Communications established. Another civilization crosses our path.
Infrastructure build speed. Kinda need it. Put a pin on those, just so I can see them.
charted.
Only job. Yeah, sure, let's make it you. Your only job is to complete special projects. Go.
System charted.
That'll get us our renowned leaders. Airship observer experiencing reactor irregularities. The issue was first noticed by crew who listened to the engines to fall asleep. They wrote a subtle distortion in the fuel's flow rhythm. Investigation by engineers has confirmed the form matter, and thankfully several solutions are available. I actually have 500 alloys. Fix them.
Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look?
Oh, positive food.
Build complete. Logbook updated.
You're my anomaly guy, so yeah. More anomaly specialization.
Logbook updated.
Storage capacity, transfer rate, station capacity plus 50. You know what? Station capacity plus 50%. We want to be able to build more stations. Right now we're at the limit of 5.
Project complete.
You're not doing anything of importance. So let's see. Well, if I build one here, it'll connect these two. And if I build one here, that'll connect those 3. But I'll be giving up the alloys and the special matter there. If I build one to here, and then here, that still connects them because, well, this connects them with 1 point. But we need to build this one anyway to connect over to here. That's not really worthwhile lesson, so let's do this. Build a way station. Build a way station. Ammo back at Howard 7. I'll have to wait until there's an opportunity to build another one to connect them at Corville.
System chart. Space fauna encountered.
I'll go with the evasion chance up. Always good to get percentage boosters. Go and explore the Moo aliens. Another leveled up person. You're not letting me do anything other than statistician? Okay. Light speed. Consumer goods are out again. Buy a bunch of that. Buy a bunch of that. Can't buy anything there of note. And do that, and do that, and I'm just gonna get as much alloys as I can.
Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look? A starfaring civilization has made contact. Anomaly found. Logbook updated.
You're the one just doing the special projects, aren't you? I might have to have one dedicated to just doing anomalies. Need the Grand Archive, that's important.
Project complete. Let's move on.
Alright, well, we built Forkle. Or no, I built Sushi. We've got alloys and science. Let's do that. We're starting to build
Anomaly
our
found.
freight network.
Space is so full of surprises.
You can see now these are all connected. That's my archaeologist. Archaeology skill +1. Yes, please. That will be very important. And you... Science... And you can go back doing random stuff.
Space fauna encountered.
Do not crack the egg. Cracking the egg is a bad idea.
Build complete. Agenda ready. The stars await. Anomaly found. Space is so full of surprises. A starfaring civilization has made contact.
Right, everything's happening at once.
System charted.
Let's go with monthly Unity up. Well, we need Arship engineering, so that's kind of a priority. And we go with the chemical plant. Unity and happiness, always a good thing.
Anomaly found. System charted. A starfaring civilization has made contact. Logbook updated.
Deep Space backside, if I remember correctly. Isn't that... No, that's not the black hole. Dark matter.
System charted.
I need to build a grand archive megastructure. Fine. Well, I mean, that's fine. We'll build our grand archive in essentially our home system. On a way line. I mean, should be fine here.
Logbook updated.
And the automation building. Still have a consumer goods deficit. But 3K, we're getting there. Once the tech's unlocked.
Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look?
You know, at this point, yes, we've got this guy whose only job. Where are you? Your only archaeology. Your only special projects. I think you are also a specialist. Additional trade options. I need someone who's got really good, like, anomaly stuff. Anomaly discovery chance plus 15%. Screw it. Arc ship. Shipyard. Can I build? Nope, I'm at my limit for logistics ships. You need an actual way station logistics hub to build more, essentially, construction ships. You are actually locked. But I can get another science ship out there. And this one will be dedicated just to anomalies.
System. Log.
It's saying we have a large amount, but honestly, we still have available job zero. I don't have enough stuff for them to do. Sure.
Space fauna encountered. Project complete. Let's move on.
Someone just died. Now the question is, were they one of my specialists? You're doing general stuff. You're just doing special projects. You're the new guy. Anomaly research speed. Anomaly research speed. And you're gonna do one thing. Investigate anomalies.
Space fauna encountered.
You have anomalies to investigate, right? I think so. But yes, we've got our first empire now, and 14 million other things to click on. We'll go with Spark Genius. Improved. I cannot assign you anywhere. I don't have anywhere to assign you to. Renowned Paragon. Sure. Our renowned official. Where can we assign you? I feel like you should be going on our council. There it is, renowned official. And we're just going to turn on all of these. Because we'll just constantly be getting motes and stuff from harvesting, so it doesn't really matter if we have to pay a monthly charge on them, we will be fine. And I can afford a little bit more. Yeah, I can afford the extra 5. I'll throw that one on. And screw it, I have the energy to afford it. And it will help us. So I have to actually be able to upgrade this, which I haven't been able I cannot take advantage of you.
Knowledge clears a path.
And I can't assign them anywhere. Or maintenance drones. I mean, they're producing unity and trade, so I guess it's not that bad. I wanted to reform my government. No. I'm trying to think of like how I would change the governing ethics. Wait, what crazy
Anomaly
things would happen?
found. Space is so full of surprises.
And yeah, it's just a matter at this point of, once again, the waiting game.
A starfaring civilization has made contact.
Actually, that's a good point. Species, where is the contact manager? Contacts. We would like to commission an art piece. It is a deal. We wish to become your patron. It is a deal. Tell us more about your troop. The plus 50. We commission an art piece. Gives us plus 10. That'll give me some art pieces for later, and there we go. We can go here. Now I have access to, where is it? Exhibit art piece. Gives us even more amenities.
System charted.
Keep my people extra happy. Hardship engineering. I think that is what I needed. Need the wayport, that's important. So now, yep, there's the upgrade icon. You can see it there in the corner. I just need 846 more of the alloys. Okay, can I make that happen? Well, I think I can. Go with 1,000 of those. 5,000. And now we begin the upgrades. And I think once the upgrades finish, probably end the stream there for now.
Project
That'll give us a
complete.
good ending
Let's
point.
move on. Project complete. Let's move on. Logbook updated. Project complete. Let's move on. Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look? System charted.
Yep, just having someone dedicated to nothing.
Logbook up.
Definitely the right call. Repair automated shipyard. Research that. We're gonna go for you. Finally, a dedicated job for my ARC ship. Research the project over there in that system. Still only at 7 of 7. Can't do anything about that.
Pioneering the way to progress.
Still can't assign the leader anywhere. I haven't got anywhere to assign you guys. I have one planet, one colony. How are we doing on that upgrade? 163 more seconds. My anomalies guy is still fine. My special projects guy is still fine. My archaeologist is still fine. It's my general science guy that is now gone. Actually, you guys don't count as scientists, do you, right? I can't give you a science job. You count as a scientist. You count as an official. Okay, well, in that case... a couple more science ships.
Project complete. Let's move on.
And now our science... we are now a tier 2 science ship. What does that get us? Well, it gets us 9 more districts. Gets us some extra system points, as you can see here. Gets us access to the deep scan, which actually, before we do anything else, let me go over here. Well, actually, you're making your way over there to do some stuff. So let's see. Grand Archive. And I'll give you some point defense. Over here, Deep Space Black Site. And I am going to give you 3 afterburners. Oh. Can only do 2. Seriously say? Existing build queue will reach station limit of 2. Huh. Well, what does this do? It gives me more farmer jobs. I don't really need farmer jobs, do I? What I need is something that gives me consumer goods jobs, something like that. I'm actually good on the farmers. I will hold off on that slot until I can figure out what's a good thing to put into there. So I'm not really at capacity. And yeah, yeah, I'm gonna build another Arcship Scientific. As you can see here, it is stupidly expensive at 17 grand, plus 500 influence, plus 500. So if I wanted to build another one, and that's essentially how you get your second planet, that's the requirements. Like, it is a very different type of gameplay. But yeah, they're officially here too. Wait a second. We still don't have the readiness? We still haven't surveyed a fourth system? They still haven't surveyed a fourth system? Genetic crossroads, okay. I know I eventually don't use Agent Clone Vats, so... Okay. Let's look at my options, shall we? Also, yes, I guess we're doing that. We'll off on that. Will you let me see the other traditions? Okay. A lot of things that are requiring me to make a choice. I'll go with this one. And let's see. Capture the asteroid. I have a nearby scientist. I am going to have you temporarily... Well, actually, you're my special projects guy, yes. No, not surveying the system.
Agenda ready. The stars await.
I don't have the gravity snares technology. Or a fleet with 600 fleet power. I don't have gravity snares. I do have something with 600 fleet power. So I guess I'll put you back on complete special projects, as I have got to send my science ship there. My science arc ship.
Project complete. Let's move on.
Well, that was a nice injection of unity. Now it said cloning would be evolved as well as mutation. So we will give that an actual wait for a bit. Let's get everything unlocked first. So you are just going to do general science stuff. You are likewise going to get a general scientist. Yeah, you're fine.
Research complete. We'll carry this forward. Project complete. Let's move on. Logbook updated.
And we'll go with some more exotic gases research. Now, did we finish the genetic crossroads? Nope, we still need 8 more months. Our archaeologist is archaeologing. Our science ship, they finished their project. We've actually got a military fleet. Does this mean? Nope, our commander can't be assigned there. He is a official, not a tactician. All right. Fleet power, that's why I can't do it.
Space fauna encountered.
How's my colony doing? I need more consumer goods. And will I get consumer goods from here? I will. It does produce consumer goods.
System charted. Space fauna encountered.
Ooh, that was not a real asteroid. Hell, that is... Oh, yes, it was... The Cthulhu. Cthulhu.
Project complete. Let's move on.
Alright, did we finally finish? Oh, we still haven't finished that one. Deep scan. Honestly, I want to just finish exploring and getting that last one because you're still at 3 of 4. We've still got the malfunctioning sensor.
Anomaly found. Shall we take a closer look? Communications established. Another civilization crosses our path.
Please survey a new system. But yes, now, pause please. Cloning. Has adopted mutation traditions versus purity. Has finished the biomorph situation. Doesn't look like they're mutually exclusive. I'm not seeing biomorphous situation here. Let's give it like a month or so.
Space fauna encountered.
I should, now that I have advanced biomorphous, be able but I am not seeing it here. There's no reference of the biomorphism here. This is all just the precursor stuff. Operational stuff is working fine. Still only a 3 of 4. Nomadic. Oh, we actually have some project on nomads, or the Wanderlust. We have explored 2 of 10 enclave systems. 1 galactic landmark out of 6. Oh, 1 out of 2 natural spectacles. And that's it. I told you, it is a slow burn. Okay, well. Commerce, diplomacy. Still haven't finished, I guess, the biomorphous situation. There must be more to it than I am aware of. I cannot do domestication. Adaptability would be of any use. Building and district strategic costs are reduced. Habitability, mass station module costs. Aptitude. What is there anything useful for a nomad under aptitude? We get leader costs, more leaders per class, job efficiency, less negative traits, leader lifespan, archivism. Exhibit unlock costs are reduced. Archaeology. science dock in any system. Science ships are faster. They were definitely useful. Trade. Amenities per trader. Trade from jobs. Market fee reduced. Another official. That's more envoys. Oh. Embassies per unity. That's useful. Interesting. Trust cap, trust growth. Domination. Influence. Officials. Provide housing. Enhance surveillance. Edict fund. Enmity. That's really if you have a rival, which we really don't do. Harmony. Leader lifespan. Emperor size and pops. Governing ethics attraction. Edict fund. Stability. Can't do politics because the galactic community hasn't been formed. I mean, statecraft does stuff with the agenda speed. Prosperity. Infrastructure upkeep is reduced. That could be useful. Cost is down. Resources from jobs are up. Upkeep from jobs is down. Housing is up. And let's see. Resources from harvesting actions. Of course, this is your war stuff. Ship build speed, ship upkeep, orbital bombardment, damage to star bases, fleet command limit. Encryption, code breaking, tracking, infiltration speed. I really only would do this just to have better cloaking tech, honestly. Shoot. Everything else is locked until I've got new skills. I mean, archaeology and the specimens were actually rather useful. My trade is positive. You know what? While most people would probably be going supremacy like this, we really aren't like a war. We don't really do wars because we don't have home territory. We wander everywhere. So, surprisingly, I'm going with prosperity.
The council is ready to set a course.
And with that said, biomorphogenesis begins. And let's see. And once I pick it, I am stuck with it. Alright. So, presumably, I need to add genomic research to my clone vats. See, this is the thing. When I did Biomorphous before, I couldn't get it to advance, so I am trying to figure out what I am doing wrong. Monthly organic pop growth. 600 to 200. Alright. Well, do I have anything related to that? Quick look. Genomic research facilities. Colony Unit 1. And agriculture. Honestly, probably chemical plants. I'll do civilian industries, to be honest. We need more of them, a lot. It's a pretty serious need. And what are we going to do over here? Food into alloys. That is the other thing we need. So we'll do void forges. A couple more of those. A couple more of that. We got 4 left. We'll see where we are from there. This is probably a good point to end this stream. Yeah, will it let me do another asteroid field? Okay. Normal plating. Yeah, just kind of you do everything, and we're actually up to 7 of 13. Can we upgrade them? Yes, we can. Okay. Let's get some things queued up, shall we, before we end the stream? What's this going to cost me? I can afford that. Turn you off. You're then going to build a way station there. Then a way station there. Then a way station there. That gets us up to 10. Should be good for now, honestly. And we'll see, let's see. We can afford to upgrade you. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. Upgrade you. And upgrade you. And this is where we'll pick up next time. Night, everyone. Or day, everyone. Whatever. It's 1:48 a.m. where I am. But yeah. Yeah. Nomads are a completely different gameplay loop. And I hope you guys are looking forward to seeing the madness of cloned Necromancer nomads. who, when we get the chance to add more civics, will probably be a death cult or something like that.